And change to my mic, and I'm excited. Nick, I didn't realize you would be back. I was thinking it was one more week. All right. So we are going to get started in a seated position. We can actually come to kneel today. And believe it or not, I usually wake up and by 6:30 in the morning, I have some sort of plan for class. And my plan today was just to ask the first person who hopped on, which happened to be my mom. And so what I heard was no planks, please, no planks. We're gonna go from there. So hands to the thighs, palms can face down. It's a little more grounding sometimes, palms face down. And just drop the shoulder blades. Yeah, slightly hug the muscles below the belly button in towards the spine. And then lift your chest without poking the ribs forward for a moment. We'll spend a little time here. And just drop your shoulder blades down. Yeah, soften and close your eyes. Take a few moments to come back to foundation, just letting the parts of the body that touch the mat drop in. And so you're fully supported by creating that strong foundation first. Just take a deep, full breath in through your nose, expand through the belly, the front of the ribs, the chest. Empty right back out through the nose, softening through the chest, the ribs, and the belly. And a deep, full breath in. And deep, full breath out. Yeah, a little bit different today. Make fists. And you're just going to turn your knuckles right into your cheeks, like for real. And gently make little circles like you're massaging your cheekbones. So just breathing in through your nose. And out through the nose. And sometimes we just jump right into the physical practice. And that's a valuable skill to know how to just be strong in the moment. But just as valuable to allow ourselves to release, relax as fully as we can. You can just slightly open your mouth without much effort. And make a few more circles with the knuckles. Like you should feel firm pressure, but not pain. And then just bring your hands together, palms together to touch. Rub the palms together super duper fast. And bring the heels of your hands to your eyes. Rest your fingertips to your forehead. Deep, full breath in right here. Empty out completely. And when you inhale, keep your hands here, but lift your elbows up. See if you can squeeze your elbows together. Lift your chest up. And then when you exhale, drive your elbows down towards your belly button, drop chin towards chest. Just do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift your chest. Maybe lift your gaze, even though it's covered. And then exhale, drop the elbows, drop chin towards chest. And one more time, big, full, deep breath in. And deep, full breath out. Yeah, this time when you inhale, send your elbows out wide. So it's kind of like peekaboo. So you can see yourself. Yeah. Pull your chest forward, pull your elbows back, and let your head fall back into your hands. And then exhale, elbows in towards each other, puff the shoulder blades back, chin towards chest. 2 more times like that. Inhale, open up. And exhale, squeeze. And one more time, big breath in to open, let your head fall back, elbows back. And exhale, drop in. A little bit bigger this time, lift your hips up, let your elbows come back, hip bones forward, yeah. Stay here for a moment. So hip bones forward, lift your chest up, and then let your head fall back into your hands. Hip bones forward, lift your chest, head into hands. Yeah, one more big breath in right here. And then when you exhale, drop all the way down, hug the elbows in toward your knees, chin towards chest. Should feel a little stretch in the upper back when you do this, yeah. Inhale to open up, lift your hips. And then exhale, elbows towards the knees, round through the spine. One more time, big full breath in to open. Huge full breath out to release. And inhale, just open up, stay here. 4, hip bones forward, drop your head back. 3, let the elbows fall back. And release back to a neutral spine. Yeah, nice big breath in. And when you exhale, downward facing dog. And mom, no planks, just down dog all day. No, just kidding. All right, downward facing dog though. Push the hands forward. Pull your hips way up and back, out of the shoulders, out of the wrists. Yeah. Toes pointing straight forward. Just inhale your heels up high. Let's keep pulling the hips up and back. And then exhale, let the heels release towards the ground, maybe all the way to the ground, and just breathe. See if you can be in the pose. Sometimes we pedal out our feet, we take some movement. Awesome sauce, but can you just soften right where you are? Only with adjustments that like maybe you couldn't even see. I think someone wouldn't be able to see with the eye, just making adjustments through your breath to the body. Small adjustments to broaden through the shoulder blades, eyes of the elbows turn in and up. Yeah, to lengthen through the legs, send your thighs, knees, and shins backwards. Exhale. Nice big breath in, rise up to the balls of your feet so heels come up super duper high again. And then when you exhale, bend the knees and pull your hips towards the back of them. Look forward between your hands and walk your feet behind the wrists. Ragdoll pose. Fingers to opposite elbows, drop your head. Breathe. See that bigger bend in the knees. So theme of the day, to become stronger and more flexible, more mindful by softening into the pose rather than like strong, right? Which we can practice too again. But for today, just where can you soften? And release your hands to the mat. Toe heel your big toes all the way together to touch. And just press down into the big toes, little toes, heels. And as you press down, belly button to spine, slowly start to roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Until you just end up all the way up to stand. Push down into the feet. Nice big breath in. You're going to reach straight up, palms together to touch if you can. Palms together, which might mean that the shoulders lift a little bit. So soften. Yeah, and then just bend at the elbows, thumbs back towards the nape of the neck. Hip bones forward, tailbone down. Nice big breath in. Empty the breath out completely. And then interlace the fingers behind the head. Inhale, pull your elbows back and let your head drop into your hands. Right? Hip bones forward, elbows back. Broadening across the chest, the collarbone, big full breath in. And then when you exhale, bend the knees generously. Elbows in towards each other, start to fold. Elbows towards the knees. Just release your hands, halfway lift. Chest forward, inhale, breathe. Yeah, so once you do that inhale, you can just continue to breathe. Push your fingertips into your shins or the mat and then draw your chest forward even more. Breathe in. And when you exhale, keep that length through your spine, but just draw the left foot back behind you. And then bend the right knee. Keep that length through your spine, chest forward. Yeah, start to reach the ball of the left foot back. So right foot forward, left foot back, low lunge. Right? Drop the left knee, untuck the left toes. Let your hips release down and forward towards your right heel. Yeah, and then inhale, palms together to touch. Reach your arms up high. Breathing. Yes, you just drop the hips down and forward. Yeah. Press the palms together. Try to reach your fingertips up. Really big breath in. And when you exhale, bend at your elbows. Thumbs come to the nape of your neck. All right, you know where we're going. Interlace the fingers and let the elbows come back. Head into the hands. Just breathe. So surrender the hips, release. Little pull of the right hip back and the left hip forward to create a strong foundation. Right hip back, left hip forward, yeah. And then just let your head fall back, pull your elbows back. One more deep, full breath in. Exhale, half split, release the hands, lengthen out the right leg, breathing. And pull right toes towards right kneecap, right, breathing. Right hip back again, left hip forward a little bit. Chest forward, yeah. One more inhale. And then just right here, exhale. And inhale, shift forward to a low lunge, bend the right knee. Tuck the left toes, lift the left thigh. Yeah, and still without just muscling it through, with ease, reach your hands as far forward and down as you can. Push your weight into the right foot, spring off the left perch. Left heel to bum, little hamstring curl with the left leg. Forward fold over the right leg. Drop your head, relax the jaw, breathe. And one more big breath in. Exhale, release the left foot to meet the right. Halfway lift, chest forward, long through the spine. And this time when you exhale, right foot back. So again, keep drawing your chest forward and just extend the right leg back. And then bend the left knee. Keep reaching your chest forward. Keep reaching your chest forward. Find your lunge. Lower the right knee down. Untuck the right toes. Yeah, drop your hips down and forward. So we're slowing it down this first one. So you feel all of those mechanics, like hips go down and forward first. Yeah, and then reach your arms up, palms together if you can, and breathe. And try to drop the shoulder blades, but at the same time, reach the fingertips up, create length, space. Inhale. Exhale, bend at the elbows. And when you inhale, interlace the fingers behind you and drive your elbows back. Lift your chest up. Yeah, breathing. And again, see if you can just pull left hip ever so slightly back. Right hip rotating towards the front of the mat. And let your head relax into the hands, fully supported. Inhale, pull your elbows back. And then exhale, half split, release your hands. Lengthen out the left leg. Pull your hips towards the back of the mat and breathe. Left toes towards the left kneecap. That's just going to lengthen out the back of your left leg a little more. Draw your chest forward. Sometimes when we move a little faster, it helps us to warm up the body. And when we move a little slower, at least what I'm finding today is like I can't lengthen my left leg completely here. At least not quite yet. Okay, that's okay. You're just with this moment, this practice, whatever it looks like, just today. And next time you breathe in, shift forward, low lunge, bend the left knee. Exhale, tuck the right toes, lift the right thigh, and start to reach your hands forward and down. And shift your weight to the left foot, press into the left foot, right heel to bum, squeeze. Drop your head, soften your chest down. Forward fold with the right leg and a hamstring curl. Now lower the right foot down to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift, chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. Big toes together. Press down, reach all the way up and out through your fingers. Reach high to the sky. Exhale, bend at the elbows, thumbs to the back of the neck. Inhale to open up, pull your elbows back. And then exhale, bend your knees and fold forward, elbows in towards the knees. Release the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, chest forward. Exhale, low lunge, left foot back behind you. Lower the left knee, fill up your lungs, arms up high. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Inhale, open up, pull your elbows back. And then exhale, half split, release your hands. Pull your hips towards the back of the mat, lengthen out the right leg. Inhale, shift forward to a low lunge. And when you exhale, tuck the left toes, lift the left thigh. All on that exhale, you're going to reach forward, perch, left heel to bum. Lower the left foot to meet the right, halfway lift, breathe in. And then exhale, low lunge, other side, reach the right foot way, way, way back. Lower the right knee. Take a breath in, untuck the right toes, lift up high. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Inhale to open, pull the elbows back and lift your chest. And then exhale, half split, release the hands, pull your hips to the back of the mat. Inhale, shift forward to a low lunge again. Exhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back thigh, perch, reach forward, fold forward, right heel up. Right foot to meet the left, breathe in halfway. Breathe out, forward fold. Press into the feet, reach high to the sky. One more time. Empty out, bend at the elbows. Fill up your lungs, open across the chest, elbows back, hips forward. And then exhale, bend the knees to fold. Lower your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, low lunge. Lower the knee, reach high, breathe in. Exhale, bend at the elbows, drop the hips. Inhale, lift your chest, pull the elbows back. And then exhale, half split, release the hands, pull the hips to the back of the mat. Take a breath in, shift forward, low lunge. Take a breath out, perch, press into the right foot, spring off the left. Left foot to meet the right, halfway lift, breathe in. Right foot back, breathe out. Lower the right knee, fill up, reach high. Empty, bend at the elbows. Inhale to open, lift your chest. Exhale to fold, half split. Full breath in, shift forward, low lunge. Exhale, perch, tuck the back toes, fold, dive. Now lower the right foot, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, let go. Press into the feet, reach high to the sky, inhale. And when you exhale, hands to heart center. Get into the legs. So reach high when you inhale. And when you exhale, you do airplane arms. Arms swing down and back behind you. Yeah, legs come into a crouched eagle variation. So left leg behind the right. Bend both knees. Chest forward. Push the palms into the air and then lift your chest a little bit, kind of like you're doing up dog. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, yeah. See if you can drop the hips a little bit lower. Press into the right heel. Ball of the left foot, yeah. Press into the right foot, inhale back to center. Left foot comes in, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, other side. Find airplane arms. Right foot back behind you. Bend the knees and breathe, yeah. Press into the palms, lift the chest a little bit. Drop the shoulder blades. And again, you're just seeing if you just let the hips drop. Mom, that was my best impression of Mike D from the Beastie Boys. That's what that was. Drop. Okay, not good. Okay, press into the left foot. Right foot comes up to meet it. Inhale, reach up high. And exhale, hinge from the hips. Fold forward. Halfway lift, big full breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Mom, if you don't want to do high to low plank, high plank all the way down to your belly. Other option. Yeah, so either cobra or up dog. So you come all the way to belly, you can lift your chest and your hands, or press into the tops of the feet and the hands to come all the way up for up dog. Mom, you're getting lots of shout outs today. I don't know why, but here we are. All right, if you're in up dog, lift your thighs. Pull the hips forward. Press into the tops of the feet even more and lift your chest up from there. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, push the earth away. Pull the hips back, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Push the hands forward, pull the hips back. Yeah. Inhale, right leg high. Take a big stretch. And when you exhale, just bring the right knee towards the right elbow and the shoulders over wrists. Right knee to right elbow, shoulders over wrists, shift forward. Hug your right heel up towards your bum. And then inhale, reach up and back again, big stretch. Exhale, lizard pose, right foot to the outside of the right hand, all the way up. All right, strong back leg, left thigh high. Drop the hips down. You're going to turn all of your toes to the right. So plant the left hand down, turn all of your toes to the right. One on the baby toe side of the left foot. And then reach your right hand back behind you. Yeah, inhale to lift the hips and lift the right arm. And when you exhale, just gently lower the hips, reach the right hand back again. It doesn't need to be a big movement, but inhale, think about press into the left hand, lift the hips. Exhale, release. Inhale to lift. Exhale, release. And this time when you inhale, lift, reach your right hand forward, come back to the ball of the left foot, plant the right foot down. All right, so you're just in this lizard pose again with the right hand forward. Now pivot all of your toes to the left. Side lunge, Skandasana. So you're gonna bend your right knee and lengthen out your left leg. Bend your right knee, lengthen out the left leg. Yeah. And you just press your right arm into the right leg so that instead of your caving in into the big toe, you're going to press right arm into right leg to shift your weight more into the right baby toe. Okay. I see heads and not legs, so I don't know, but I'm going to trust it's okay. Doing a big shift to the other side. So take a breath in and lift your hips up. Pivot your feet all the way to warrior two to the back of the mat. Left toes to the back. And expand open through your arms. Breathe. Find the softness, right? Drop your shoulder blades. Those muscles, your jaw, your cheek, release your cheeks. Yeah, inhale, reverse right arm behind your back and left arm high. And then exhale all the way to a low plank at the back of the mat. All the way to a low plank at the back of the mat. Upward facing dog, breathe in. And downward facing dog, breathe out. So there are 4 planks in this class. Okay, those 2. Right leg high. Take a breath in. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, shoulders over wrist. Shift forward, forward, forward. Inhale, down dog split. Push the hands forward, pull the right leg back. And then exhale, lizard pose, right foot to the outside of the right hand. When you inhale, shift all of your toes to the right. Reach the right arm back behind you. Exhale, drop the hips. So you're in this weird lunge thing. Yeah, all the toes to the right. Press into the left hand. Inhale, lift your hips, reach up. Exhale, drop the hips, reach back. All right, 2 more times. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop. 1 more time, just like that. And drop. And then this time when you inhale, lift your hips, turn your toes back over to the left. So you plant the right foot on the ball of the left foot. Keep pivoting to the left. And it's Skandasana. Bend the right knee, lengthen out the left leg. Pull your left toes up towards your left kneecap. Press your right arm into the right leg. Yeah. And then inhale, float, come up to the center. So you can either lift your hips up super duper high like I'm doing, or keep low and just shift over warrior two to the front of the mat. Left toes to the front of the mat. Open up. We're here. We made it. Reverse breathe in. And low plank. Breathe out. All right. You can do the low plank or not. Up dog, inhale. Maybe I miscounted. Down dog, exhale. Maybe there were 5 planks. Whoops. Left leg high. Big breath in. Yeah. Left knee, left elbow, shoulders over wrist. Breathe out. Shifting forward, forward, forward. Push into the hands. Reach way up and back. Inhale. And then exhale, look forward, step the left foot, this time to the outside of the left hand. Yeah. Strong back leg, right thigh high, chest forward. Press into the right hand and turn all of your toes to the left this time. Reach the left arm back behind you. Yeah. Drop the hips gently. Inhale, press into the right hand, lift your hips gently, lift up, reach to the left arm. Exhale, drop the hips, reach back. All right, press down, lift up, breathe in. Exhale, release. Press into every single finger on the right hand so you protect your wrist. And then next time you inhale, lift the hips up super duper high to pivot to the ball of the right foot. Back to your lizard pose, yeah. Keep going. Walk your hands to the right. Side lunge, bend the left knee. Lengthen out the right leg. So you're pulling your right toes towards your right kneecap. Try to plant your left heel on the ground, even if you don't go down so low. And push your left arm into the left leg to open up, to shift your weight more into your baby toe. Yeah. After you got all that stuff going on, inhale, lift your hips. You can push the earth away if you want. And exhale, pivot to warrior two, right toes to the back of the mat. Expand, open up. Yeah. Great. So I'm going to go back to the Beastie Boys. But first, take a breath in. Right arm high, left arm behind your back. And when you exhale, come all the way to a low plank or to your belly. Up dog, breathe in. And down dog, breathe out. Yeah, left leg high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, reach up and back. And then exhale, low lunge. Look forward, step forward, left foot forward. Yeah, when you breathe in, turn all of your toes to the left. Come on to the baby toe side, knife's edge of the right foot. Exhale, just drop your hips. 3 rounds, inhale, hips up, reach up. Exhale, lower the hips, reach back. Push into the right hand to pull your hips up, breathe in. Exhale to release. One more time. Exhale to release. This time when you inhale, pivot to the ball of the right foot again, reach forward and down. Exhale, keep walking the hands to the right. Bend the left knee, lengthen out the right leg. Skandasana, side lunge. Inhale, lift your hips, come to center. Exhale, warrior two. Right toes to the front of the mat. Expand on, open. Take a breath into reverse, left hand behind your back, right arm up high. And then exhale, last time for real, low plank. Or not, right? You can come straight back to down dog. Up dog, breathe in. And down dog. Oh, it's so easy. Breathe out. Yeah. Rise up to the balls of the feet. Nice big inhale. Bend your knees, look forward. Nice big exhale. Come to a seated position. And then come all the way down to your back in a moment. Make sure you have space to either side. So you can send your arms to either side and your legs like to either side, and you're not going to hit things. So adjust if you need, and then come all the way down to your back. Yeah. And when you get there, lengthen out both of your legs along the floor. Big toes together, pull your toes back towards your kneecaps. So if I pulled you up to stand right now, you would just stand boop, like straight up on your feet. If you were like a doll and couldn't move your body, you're a cheap doll, and I just picked you up, put you upright, you would land on your feet, right? Not on the balls of the feet, not on the heels, but just like all of it. So toes towards the kneecaps, flex your feet. Yeah. And then just pull the right knee in towards your chest, squeeze it straight in. And from there, lengthen out the right leg, hands behind your right leg. So hands can be like behind the, at the hamstrings. If you can slide your hands up closer to your right ankle without lifting your shoulders up, go ahead and do that. But you want to keep your upper body totally chill and relaxed on the mat, and just a gentle squeeze of your pretty straight right leg in towards your chest. And press the right heel away from you. Yeah, breathe. So Beastie Boys. When I was growing up, I would hear about my dad's cousin in the Beastie Boys. I have no recollection. I guess maybe I met him once, but no recollection. And we would sort of joke that that was the only musical talent in our family. And if you've ever heard me sing, you'd probably think that was true. All right, so bend your right knee. Just hug it in toward your chest. And then take your left hand to the right baby toe. So you can take your right hand behind the right thigh and help guide your knee in towards your chest or a little bit towards the right armpit so that you can reach your left hand across the body to the right baby toe. And then once you have the right baby toe, send the right arm out to the right, palm of the right hand faces down. And just start to kick the right leg away from you, right heel away from you as much as you can without lifting your upper body off the mat. Keeping the upper body as chill as you can. You might feel some shaking in the right leg, and that's okay. As long as you don't feel pain, yeah. Take a breath in here. And then when you exhale, keep that shape, hold on where you're holding on, but drop your right leg over to the left. And you're just going to turn your head to the right. Keep kicking the right heel away from you. And drop your right shoulder to the earth. Breathe. Anyway, random story of the day. As I got older, I learned about a great uncle who played the piano for George Burns. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. I'm going to say it, Mom, you dragged me to church to sing in the choir, and my grandma plays the organ and the piano. My grandma on the other side of the family, who then became the choir director, dropped the right shoulder. And my random point in all this, maybe get to it. So inhale back to center. Pull the right leg up back to center, yeah. And then when you exhale, switch your hands. You're going to take your right first two fingers and grab onto the right big toe. So bend the right knee as much as you need to grab onto the right big toe. And then send your left arm out wide. Palm of the left hand faces down. Send the left thigh, knee, and shin down. Yeah. And then just open up the right leg to the right and reach your right foot kind of towards the back right corner of your mat. So you're not going straight out to the side, back right corner of the mat. And as you lower the right leg down, try to kick the right heel away from you. And at the same time, ground the left hip down to the earth. Left glute muscles release down, left shoulder releases down. Yeah, breathe. My random point in all of that is that success looks different on all of us. And we all have these different perspectives about what success is. When I first looked at my family of musicians, right, I only saw, for some reason, one, like, oh, you make the big records, therefore you were successful. Everyone else is not. And come back to center, inhale. And when you exhale, just lengthen out the right leg. So lower the right leg down to meet the left. Toes towards the kneecaps, flex your feet. And then hug your left knee into the chest. And your left knee into the chest. Send the right thigh down. Toes towards the kneecaps. And you're just going to lengthen out the left leg. Hug anywhere you can behind your left leg. Not only does what is success look different and depend on a number of factors, particularly what we think is success, which is different for all of us. But the journey to how we get there it's going to be different for each of us, right? My son just had a parent-teacher conference, and I'm reminded about the different ways that we learn. So take your left hand behind your left knee and press down so that your knee comes in towards your chest. And then take your right hand across the body to the left baby toe. Send your left arm, once you got the left baby toe, send your left arm out wide, palm faces down, and then start to kick your left heel away from you, maybe a little shaky, shaky, and then drop your left leg over to the right and turn your head to the left. And that whole rambling mess about musicians and learning differently was all just to say that we're doing this without a strap today. Approaching these twists maybe a little differently than we typically do. And there's not always time to do this in these classes. I do encourage you, when you have the time or within the classes themselves, to explore different ways of approaching the poses. And then if your brain starts to tell you, oh, I'm not good at this one, like, what does success really look like? Because for me, success looks like I can walk up and down the stairs. I'm not going to injure myself, or maybe I have a running goal and I can, use this class to help me stretch deeper, but not necessarily that I get into this pose and my leg is perfectly straight and it's an Instagram worthy picture. I used to have that definition of success, right? But the great thing about these definitions is that we can redefine them, because there are definitions, individual choices, perspectives. Enough rambling on this side. Use your next inhale to come back to center. And when you exhale, switch out your hands. So you're going to take your left first two fingers around the left big toe. Take your right hand out wide to the right, palm faces down. And you just bend your left knee as much as you need to grab onto the big toe and to drop your left shoulder down. And then kick your left heel away from you. Send your right thigh down. Left leg to the back left corner of your mat. Keep drawing the left heel away from you and dropping the right hip down. Breathe. Other people are going to tell you what success is. And our school system is even designed in a way where they're going to tell you how you need to get there, right? This is what you need to do to get there. And maybe there's like some truth and value in that perspective. I should probably learn to respect it more, but there's also truth and value, and I would say more so in exploring a different way that might work better for you, or a definition of success that really fits what you want out of this life. Inhale back to center. Release your leg, and exhale, just lengthen your left leg all the way down to meet the right. And from that position, bend your knees and plant your feet on the ground. Feet are going to be about hips width distance apart. And reach your hands down towards your heels to set up for bridge pose. So try to just graze your heels with your fingertips. Yeah. And press into the center of the heels, press into the big toes, press into the little toes. When you inhale, start to rise. Hips up, middle back, upper back up. And when you exhale, see if you can shimmy the shoulders underneath your body and maybe interlace the fingers, press down. As you press down into the forearms, into the heels, lift your hips. Yeah. Opening up, breathing, creating space for yourself to explore. Maybe a different way of rising up a little higher, right? Can you release the glutes, rotate the thighs in? What does that do to the pose? And one more big breath in. Exhale gently and slowly. Lower your hips down. Happy baby. So take both arms wide today. and grab on behind the knees. And I know we don't always do it this way, but just humor me. Let's try a different path. Arms wide, grab on behind the knees with your hands. And then see if you can actually walk your hands closer and towards each other so your forearms are coming behind the knees. And just use the weight of your arms to press down. Knees come towards the armpits. Release the whole length of your spine, so particularly the lower back into the mat. And your shoulder blades in the back of the head into your mat. Yeah, then turn your toes towards your kneecaps. And see if you can lift your ankles up a little bit so the ankles are on top of the knees. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Rock side to side. And then gently settle back to center. And hug your knees to your chest, big squeeze, inhale. And lengthen out your legs, feet flap open, exhale. And either arms by the sides, palms face up, traditional rest. Or if you've got a busy day and you need some extra energy, arms up overhead, palms face up, and send your feet out a little wider. Drop in there. A little extra time today to simply release and just be. Sometimes at work, my other job, I go so far down a path towards a goal that isn't my goal. I'm trying to figure out a way to get there, that honestly forget to step back and just be like, why are we going towards this goal and not this other thing in the first place? And sometimes I question, why are we doing it this way? Why do we want to get to here? Why do we want to get to B instead of C? And my boss is like, we just do, right? And then sometimes, oh yeah, that actually might work better. Try that. But I promise you, if I don't stop and pause and I just release and really immerse myself in the moment, if I'm just like the wheels are turning, but I'm not thinking about it, I'll miss that opportunity to actually realize maybe we should go to this other place instead. Maybe you relate, maybe not. Maybe there's something from practice you want to take with you today, or maybe not. Regardless, this is your opportunity right here to just exhale and release whatever you don't want to take with you off the mat today. And to commit to whatever practice that maybe you do want to take with you off the mat. To release whatever other thoughts may have come up. Exhale. And to take with you as you roll to one side or another what you do want to take with you. So just make your way to one side or the other, to a ball, to a fetal position. And then allow yourself to rise up, comfortable seat. And you get to that comfortable seat, whatever's comfortable for you. Hands to heart center, palms together to touch. Inhale, thumbs to the center of the forehead. And simply bow chin to chest to see, to thank yourself and each other. Namaste. And I'm getting creepy close to the camera, but we are.